guys, this is Philip Skinner with Don Hyundai of Athens, Ohio again. I want to show you around this 2019 Ioniq Hybrid. This is a limited model. It has an active blue drive. This is a very interesting vehicle. It's kind of one of the top of the class for a segment. These vehicles do get right around 56 to 59 miles to the gallon on the highway. The base models actually get a little bit more due to its setup. It gets closer to 60, 65. Very interesting little vehicles. One of my favorites of Hyundai's lineup, really. I've become very familiar with these vehicles. Nice big subwoofer there. And again, to let you guys know, this is going to be one of those in-depth reviews. I'm going to go for a little drive after we go over some of the features here. So that's pretty nice. You can hide your cargo there and nobody can see inside whatsoever. Very good for deterring thieves a little bit there. The seats do fold down. I will try to demonstrate that. It's a little flip of a lever here. They do come down. Almost flat, not bad. Not bad at all. Pop those suckers back up there. Leg room, is less than comfortable back here. I do have the seat rather far back, but it is to my comfort level. That being said, you aren't fitting people back here very comfortably. Children, yes. Adults, anything over maybe 5'3", probably not. We got a proximity key system here. Sunroof, moonroof. Then you've got your memory seats happening on the inside here. Two settings for that: power locks, power windows, power mirrors. Over here you'll see you've got, I can get the camera to focus here, blind spot monitoring. You get that in the mirror there. You've got your lane keep assist and your traction control. And then below that, you have your fuel tank button. And then next to that is probably one of the most interesting buttons of this car, which is the 12-volt battery reset. Now, I'm not really sure why they call it a reset button. But what's really cool about this is if your 12-volt battery, which is a battery that your ignition and everything relies on, if it goes dead, then if you push this button, it uses the hybrid batteries to jump the 12-volt battery and supply enough power to be able to do whatever you need to do, whether it's just turn the radio on for a minute or, start the car and start moving, whatever you need to do. It'll supply enough power to do it, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool little feature from Hyundai. You got your steering wheel controls here. Just typical steering wheel controls, nothing really special. You do have your guidance system there for your smart cruise control, which this is equipped with. You've got smart headlights, auto headlights, which I'll go ahead and turn those on now. Excuse me, guys, I'm still waking up. It's about 9 a.m. in the morning here. Only been up for a few hours. Heated seats, automatic climate control, dual climate control, so nothing unusual there, but pretty cool features to have in this kind of a segment. You do have your Blue Link as well, which allows you to remote start your vehicle from your phone, use Car Finder, all those goods. If you want more information on that, I can definitely give you some. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Let's go ahead and start it up, shall we? So I'm ready, push the button, and it started. It is obviously very, very quiet being a hybrid. This actually has a little bit quieter of a system than what Toyota's does, which I'm really surprised by, since this is kind of not a regular car for Hyundai, at least in the beginning. It has a lot to offer, really, though. It is a car to see. So, decent sized glove box. You got your map pockets there, bottle holders. Already shows you the center console. So, you also have a speaker up here, which is pretty interesting, even though you have a subwoofer back there. Kind of cool to have that system going on. This one is also equipped with an Infinity sound system. There's your tweeter there. And you got paddle shifters on this thing. Now, this is not a sport vehicle by any means, but you do have paddle shifters. Coming back to the instrument cluster, you can see the lane keep assist there. Below that, you can see the EV, which means we're in electric mode right now, and then Eco, which if I shift this over to drive, we stay in Eco, but if I put it over to the S, which is sport, it puts all that in sport. Drive, sport. Pretty cool how it changes colors. All right, let's put it back in park here. Then to the left is the drag icon there. That just means it's going to save us some electricity every time we let off the gas. It's going to induce some drag to generate electricity to build those batteries up a little bit more. Now notice we're pretty low on gas, and we still have 103 miles left on the tank, not including the range we're going to get with our electric motor, which is pretty impeccable. I think we estimated somewhere in the mid 600s is what you'll get in range with these things, and that's just driving like normal, not really easing it around town. There, give you a view of the back here. You do have LED lights in this thing, which is pretty cool. Not sure how it'll show up on camera, but there it is. I'll go ahead and open this up. It's actually not bad weather today, guys. All right, let's close that and leave the shade open. Bring some light in here. All right, guys. So I'm gonna pause you for a second, and we're gonna go on the drive, and I'm gonna give you my full disclosure on what I think of this vehicle, comfort-wise, ride-wise. Do the best that I can to give you the best review. All right, guys. I got y'all strapped in over there. I'm gonna get strapped in myself. Seatbelt. And let's take off. We're gonna start off and drive, and we're gonna circle around the block first, and then we're gonna hit the highway. So again, currently in EV mode. I'll make that go past these folks here. So still creeping in EV, and I'm not being super gentle on it or anything right now. Just slightly get up to speed. Change my thing here. No, there you go. Okay. Tire pressure monitor. It shows your attention level in here too. If you let go of the steering wheel, it'll break your attention. It'll show you exactly how much it's actually assisting you, and how much you're actually paying attention to the road, which is pretty cool. Pretty interesting little feature. Lets you know if you're a bad driver. All right. So we're out of EV. We are currently just cruising down the road in gasoline mode right now. Now, obviously, in back streets like this, you can't use lane keep assist. Now, EV is constantly I'm just making note of this. EV is constantly activated and deactivated by itself. There's a great amount of factors for that. It matters if the batteries are high enough to consistently rely on EV. It also matters if you're demanding more power, or if you're going up a steep elevation like we are now. This is a really steep stop sign here, and right here is where we're going to test the rollback. So this is something we do on vehicles here. We want to make sure that it's not going to roll back into a vehicle behind us. Right now we're almost looking at the sky, pretty steep. I'm going to let off the brake in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, it holds for about 4 seconds. Pretty cool. Enough to hit the gas and propel forward. All right. Circle around the block here. So when the engine is running, you can hear it pretty decent. But as soon as you let off the pedal and don't require that engine power, it's so quiet, so quiet. The tires are the loudest thing, and that's mostly due to they have low rolling resistance tires, which is kind of annoying on this kind of a vehicle. I mean, it's great because you're able to generate more electricity because you don't have as much rolling resistance, because you're able to generate more electricity that way, but it's kind of annoying to have that constant sound of the road. Not a big fan of that. I would change the tires very, very quickly on one of these, purchasing one. Armrest, pretty firm, but really not a bother because it's low enough where you don't really rely on it, you don't lean on it much. You know, over here on my door, it's enough padding. I really don't use it much because I'm a left-hand driver. I'm right-handed, but I'm a left-hand driver, if it makes any sense. So, pull out of the traffic here. Okay. And again, just circling around the block. I'm going to take it out on the highway in a moment. I just wanted to generate enough braking power to generate batteries a little bit and see how well we can do on the highway in EV mode. That will be the biggest test for me. I want to see it go in EV. I would like to see it in EV up to maybe 50, 55 mile an hour. I know it's capable of more than that. However, with the battery being this low, it's been sitting in the showroom a lot. It hasn't really had a chance to recuperate its battery from what we've used it for. We've used it for a lot of radio playing in the showroom, relying on the hybrid batteries a lot. So that's kind of an issue right now with my test drive. It's a little bothersome. I wish I could plug it in and charge it. That would be fantastic. Unfortunately, Hyundai does not offer the plug-in hybrids in this region, which is really annoying. It really is. So we're definitely missing a couple things I'd like to see on these vehicles. But nonetheless, it is still by far my favorite of Hyundai's lineup. All right, I'm gonna get turned around here, and then I will pause you guys. We're gonna slap a plate on this, and we're gonna go on the highway. So cool backup camera range there. This thing does fantastic. Again, it's got that same. I did a review very recently, my last review, on the Sonata Sport, which was a pretty cool car to drive, not bad at all. But it has the same exact feel to the steering wheel. This one has a D-shaped steering wheel, which is obviously different, but the texture of the steering wheel and just the feel, the comfort feel of it, the grip of it just doesn't feel good. It's just not a good steering wheel. I don't know why Hyundai can't make this better. You know, there's a lot that goes into these vehicles that make them very quality vehicles. But this steering wheel just is a bummer for me. Definitely need a cover on it. Not a huge deal, not a deal breaker, but certainly something that's annoying. But I'm gonna go grab, and we're gonna hit the road. We're back here. Got everything in manual on there. We're gonna go ahead and go for a drive on the highway now. So we've taken it around the city. We felt like it's pretty decent around there. Well, again, one of my biggest complaints was the EV mode not being as active as I wish, just because the batteries are a little bit low. But we're going anyway. All right. So visibility in this vehicle, from left to right, not bad. Forward, great. I can see the sky fine through my sunroof. But you know, the back window could use a little less bar in the middle. So they have this structure bar in the back going across the back glass that is really not ideal. It's just a bad location. I'm gonna try the Smart Cruise right now. See if that works. Smart Cruise control conditions not met. Oh, but it seems to be working fine though. I'm gonna reduce the distance a little bit here. We're gonna set it at 30, so we can, at 29, so we can keep a good pace here. I'm gonna see if it'll automatically slow down with this car in front of me. Oh, I got somebody merging. Perfect condition. See if it detects a Subaru. Nope, this guy changed his mind. Never mind. Okay. Increase the distance here just to be safe. It did not brake well enough. I'm disappointed. That was not good. I had to brake myself there. It was not slowing down nearly quick enough for a car being stopped in front of me. Not saying it wouldn't have, but I just don't have that much trust in technology yet. It's really hard to do. So, resume. So the speed limit up here is 55. So we're gonna set it to 55 here. Let up the gas. Let it take up to max speed. So I'm gonna let this do this by itself here. Now I do have a window sticker behind me, which makes it rather difficult to see. But the blind spot monitoring keeps me from doing anything there. Let my hand up the steering wheel, see if it corrects. It does. It corrects the lane. Fantastic. Good to see the technology works. I like the readouts the Hyundai gives you on the screen. It lets you know, if you're charging or if you're using eco mode or if you're using the engine, which is pretty cool to know at a consistent level like this. Handling, not bad for a small car like this. It handles pretty well. It's pretty nimble. Just gonna do a little trick here at the end. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, Florida. 60, no hesitation, really. Not bad, not bad. I'm going to slow down to about 50 again. I'm going to slap it in sport mode and hammer the gas. Yeah, not bad. It's for having what it does, it's really not terrible. We're going to set the cruise here. We're going to set it at 60. That is the speed limit here. It's not guiding me in my lane right now, which is fairly disappointing. Not really sure why. We'll see here. Let off the steering wheel. Now, let's see what it does. So that's pulling to the left a little. I need an alignment or something. Somewhat. Hopefully keep my hands on the steering wheel, obviously. Doing it again. Come on, baby, correct. It's a little slow. Not bad, but a little slow. Not a huge fan of that. It needs to be a little bit more responsive. I don't know why we can't make it more responsive. Let's see, back to move here. So comfort level, again, that road noise. I don't like the road noise, but I do like this leg room. For as small as the car as it is, my legs are not touching the door, which is a big thing. It's not touching the center console. I'm actually pretty comfortable the way I am. This is just how I drive. Again, I'm going to get to the steering wheel here. Practically just driving itself right now, guys. It's pretty good. It tends to respond a lot better with the white line on the side. It responds great with the white line on the side. But not so much with the dotted lines, which they are pretty faded, so maybe that's the reason why it doesn't detect the dotted lines too well. But I'm not really sure. That's my best guess, really. Get back on the State Street here. There's that big navigation screen, and this one actually shows you the speed limit. I'm going to see if I change it to 60 right now. When I get onto East State Street, we're going to see if that changes down to the 35. So it looks like it might have detected for the ramp, maybe? It's down at 20 now. Alright. Sport mode engaged, and give us some travel room between us and that Lincoln, and let's hammer the gas in 3, 2, 1. That's 40. Not bad. If we get up to speed, it certainly does the job. Alright. It changed the speed limit to 35, so yes, it was accounting for the ramp. That was pretty cool. Not bad at all. Again, hands off the steering wheel. See what it does here. I don't really trust with the truck there. I got smart cruise control on, so it should be keeping the distance of that car. I'm going to go ahead and reduce the distance. Yes, it speeds up a little bit when you reduce the distance. Now, only one car length in between me and him. I'm going to reduce it down to car lengths here. I like to keep a good distance from the people in front of you. You never know what's going to happen, what they're going to do. Again, steering wheel correction, not bad. See what it does with the yellow line here a little bit. Too far. Yep, it is corrected. Not bad. I do notice it kind of just looks through the lines and tries to make sure you don't go over them or across them. It doesn't so much try to keep you center, which is a slight complaint because I would like it to detect both lines at the same time that keep me at an even center amount. I feel like that would be revolutionary technology. That would be pretty cool. You know, I'm sure there's cars out there that does that. Hopefully we'll come across it in our reviews here. But that is certainly a complaint right now. Right now, if I let my hand up the steering wheel even with these faded lines, it's not doing too bad. We're coming into fresh pavement, fresh painted lines here. Still got our smart cruise control on. Keeping a good fair distance behind this guy. It detects the vehicle up there, which is fantastic. And we're just cruising along. So even with the freshly painted lines, it does a little bit better, but not fantastic. It's telling me to keep my hands on the steering wheel. I wonder what happens if you leave your... it disables it if you don't put your hands on the steering wheel every so often. Interesting. So right now I have the cruise set at 40. We're only going about 30 because the vehicle in front of us is going 30. Ooh, it's a little. It's not even. It's not. It didn't do it. That's weird. I'll make it veer off itself here. Yeah. Oh, automatic braking. Look at that. That's pretty cool. There's no foot on the brake right now. It's automatically slowing down by itself. Let's see if it comes to a stop. I've got my foot ready on the brake, ready to go. I want to see if this thing comes to a stop by itself. It's supposed to, so we'll see. Yes. And disabled. Wow. It just disables itself instead of coming to a stop. Hyundai, what are you doing right now? Why couldn't you just... Oh man, that is annoying. So you know what, guys, I think my overall review of this vehicle so far is it's a great vehicle for gas mileage. It's kind of roomy for how small it is. It's engineered well. It's a nice vehicle to drive. The seats are pretty comfortable. I got enough room. I've got Qi wireless charging here. I've got my navigation up there, my Sirius XM radio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all the hybrid information I'd ever want. You know, dual climate control, automatic climate control. Those are all great. I don't want to pay money for these features though. Not the smart cruise control. Maybe the lane keep assist, but I would say $500 tops for that kind of a feature that is just not perfected. And that's putting a value on their feature the best that I can. It's just not impressive. It's really not. But it is an entry level. It is an entry level vehicle right now. The Hyundai Ioniqs are still fairly new.